Greetings, it is Brother Man Trucking. So here's another continuation of the Good Old Boy Club. I guess it's a series, not really a series, but it's just on my mind right now because a lot of people don't know, a lot of people that look like me, or, you got dark color skin or something like that. It's to bring awareness, and it's not meant for you to get all in your feelings. It's just to hey, this could be what's going on if you're trying to accomplish something and you're finding that you can't get anywhere, even though you're well qualified for that particular position. So sometimes people, the good old boy club organization, whatever that organization is, sometimes they need you to be a charter member. So let me tell you a story. So, as I stated in I believe it was my last video, I've been a CDL holder since early 2000, I think it's 2001. So, and I work for a handful of companies. Now, working for the handful of companies, you may have applied to other companies that you think you might want to work for. And even though they're hiring, you didn't quite get hired, even though you were well qualified for the position. You hear the rooster. So it lost my train of thought. So back to, you're applying to these different jobs. So there was this one company in the area where they had nice trucks. Trucks was all, clean. They were the short-nosed Peterbilts, and, they had a lot of work. You see them running up and down the road and everything. Oh man, I think I'd like to work for that company. So you go apply. No, didn't hear nothing. A couple months later, go apply. Didn't hear nothing. And you notice a certain demographic with this company, right? Good old boy club. Right. So you would, it's just stuff that you notice. And I noticed this stuff early on. So I'm working for this particular company, and it was in Chester at the time. So, and it was hauling trash, doing a roll-off truck. So word got around. Well, first of all, one of my friends called me one day when I'm working. He says, hey, so-and-so's hiring. What? Yeah, I applied over there. They're not interested. Yeah, they need you now, or something to that effect. I mean, this happened years ago, so I'm trying not to add any jelly to it. I'm just trying to make it, make it as entertainment, story-wise. So you say, yeah, so-and-so's hired. Come over, put an application in. Yeah, I just got hired, and so-and-so just got hired. What? Yeah, so come to find out. See, with these big construction companies, especially like now, you have to have a diversity or a diverse group of people working for you. It can't be all one type of people. So we're just going to talk straight. It can't be all white people. So if you want this government contract, you're going to have some, quote unquote, as they call us, minorities working for you. And there has to be a good percentage of it. So if you want this, $1 million contract or billion, whatever the contract numbers were, $1 million contract. If you want the contract, we're looking at your numbers. We're looking at your personnel that you have working for you and the demographics of your personnel. And it doesn't fit our criteria. Oh, big wig. What are we going to do? Well, we got to hire the darkies. So guess what? There was a big push to hire melanated people. How you know that? Nah, brother man, you just reaching. You reaching, brother man. You just trying to get some stuff stirred up. No, listen, this is true. So I got the phone call one day. Come over here, so-and-so's hiring. So that was my friend. He went over there. Another guy we knew, he went over there from town, the area where I live. He went over there. I think there was another person that I knew of, but I didn't know personally, that went over there. And then my friend's dad went over there. All this happened all at once. And the one plant that we were working out of, there was a whole influx of people of color that were hired at the time. I was like, isn't this something? Wow. Because now this particular plant where I was hiring, or where I was hired at, this was down in it was in Maryland, right across, not too far from the Pennsylvania line. So I know Maryland, they're big on minority-owned businesses and women-owned businesses. So if they're more geared towards that. So if you don't have enough people that fit that criteria, right, then you ain't getting them government contracts. I'm talking about parking lots, paving, road contracts, stuff like that. So all this went down. And another thing that I took notice to was, if you want money from the government, within the CDL classifications or whatever, that they were also hiring a lot of people. This happened a little bit later on. They were hiring new graduates out of truck driving school too. Why? Because the government gave them kickbacks, So, I mean, it's just business. I understand. Business is business. I mean, it's not nothing personal. So the one guy now we're just changing subjects here. So the one guy I got put on to be a trainer. So I trained this one guy, and he rode with me for like a while. And the boy was good. I call him the boy, but the man was good. I told him everything I knew, and he listened. He kind of did his own thing once he got got the basics down. But yeah, he was good, and he didn't know how to downshift. So I taught him how to downshift. And it's funny, when you first learn how to downshift, I used to do this. You first learn how to downshift. You downshift every gear. You empty, pulling into the park lot. Vroom, 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 vroom. You ain't gotta do all that. You don't got to do all that. So it was funny, but excuse me. But yeah. So that's what happens behind the scenes. Some of these companies, even though they don't want to hire you, they have to hire you. You have to be a chartered member because they want that $1 million contract. They want to get their teeth in that $1 million contract. Now, is that the case every time? I don't know. I'm just telling you my experience.